Whenever we win RPS, we pop off. We're like, yes! Yes! And that's what it's all about. That's the set right there.
All right. Juego número uno, game number one. Jules Vale is where we fight. We got Maypul, we got Olympia, we've got aggression ensured from both of these competitors.
Oh, and right out the gate, Whisky showing that they are very comfortable finding their way back through the pressure that Sandstorm set up with that gem trap, but it's not going to be enough. But Sandstorm finding all of these falling up airs. Let's see, though, if Whisky can get some value off these hits. What a down strong, not going to catch the bad DI, though.
Gotta be mindful of how the platform moves around. Also, we know that as Maypul, that is an opportunity to get something started, to get a setup as well. Whisky recognizes this, and that's why they try to be a little bit more timely with the options that they take in order to be either aggressive or just slow down a little bit, just enough. Great aggression to get that stock.
Insane read on the DI there, but let's see if Sandstorm can bring this back. Not able to catch the tether to Terry, but right now the pressure is on, and that is going to take that stock, catching the DI out on the down tilt.
Immediately.
One of my favorite things about this, you see the player cam, Sandstorm, he is leaning into the monitor. He always likes to say, man, if you can't like case the pixels, how are you supposed to win? How are you supposed to win? He is locked in right now. I love seeing this. And oh, what a special pummel. There it is. But the parry, that was a huge aura farm right there to be like, yo, I know you're going to throw it right away. The pressure is definitely on here. Let's see if Sandstorm can kind of get some motions going, and dropping that confirm a little uncharacteristically. But here we go. Double fair. Oh, backwards DI, guys. Remember, that is one of those combos you just got to immediately hold out, then in. Because if you do in, then out, you explode like that as a fast faller.
All right.
Little knowledge check.
Breaking the grab there. Beautiful from Whisky. Still surviving, but suffering those low percent strings. Almost catching him in the gen trap. Still, recovery will be dicey. Whisky survives just for a little bit, but they're still not out of danger just yet. Yeah,
Whisky's doing a really good job at like trying to keep the tempo even, but we're seeing Sandstorm just get more value out of these single hits. And it's making this real tough. And oh, the pressure is on here, and we are going to catch their landing again. Almost hitting that F tilt. Let's see, Whisky, can you make it back yet again? And oh, overextending a little bit on shields, not going to be enough. Not getting the read, though. This could be big. That's going to be a down strong, but we have the gem and fakes it out. And actually side Bs and misses the punish. But here we go. Whisky's still going. Insane pressure right there from Whisky.
All right, 124. That's a lot of damage on Maypul.
You can't get hit.
She's not going to survive whatever comes out next. Whisky needs to play perfectly.
Don't get down tilted.
And needs to play defensively as well.
I'm seeing Whisky feel the pressure right now. That's a lot of bad air dodges. But here we go. Another special pummel. There we go.
All right, Whisky being very careful, but great slip through just to make sure that Whisky stays alive just for a little bit longer. Gotta be mindful because they're going for the hard reads and they're getting it
Catches the DI in though, and that's going to be DI in again. Oh, that's not enough though. Great DI, playing for his life. Let's see. Going to use the gem recovery and forcing his way through Lily, and that is the game. Yep. Sometimes you just got to find your footing yet again and go, you want to beat me so bad. Boom, parry. Like, that was a great moment right there to recognize that it's like, it's your turn to swing, and I'm ready for it.
That was scary, though, because Whisky almost brought us back. I mean, not to boast or rather let my bias go out.
Absolutely
but that was definitely factual. I mean, Whisky found their groove, trying to fight back, trying to understand where Sandstorm was playing defensively and how to break those defenses as well. So interesting that we're going back into Jules Vale after all. It seemed to be rather good for both of them, honestly.
Yeah, I think, you know, we talked about it in the previous set where it's like sometimes you just want that smaller stage so you can hit them off sooner. And right there, Whisky was doing a good job closing the stocks early with forward airs. So really trying to play for that smaller or not as wide stage. But now Sandstorm is really preying on Whisky's willingness to recover very quickly there and immediately gets a massive lead. But let's see if we can bring this back. We've seen Whisky do this before, but unfortunately not a high enough percent to be able to go for that combo. And let's see, we're seeing Sandstorm really mix up the combo game here.
Good spacing from Whisky, trying to find a good opportunity to recover safely. I absolutely love the way that Sandstorm is just putting so much pressure on the Maypul, not letting her breathe, honestly. And Whisky is suffering from this exact pressure that Sandstorm is exerting on them.
Oh my god, and we're seeing this here. One of the hardest parts for Maypul is a lot of her approaches are rather telegraphed. And so what Sandstorm is doing is putting himself in a position to go, I'm able to positionally pressure you and go, okay, what do you want to do here? And if you don't immediately make a choice, I'm going to mix up the way I go in or don't go in and make you flinch. And then if you come in, I'm far enough away where I can stuff you out or disengage like that. And I think this is a big thing for Whisky to have to overcome, because now you got to make these hits count, and that is not, wow, it actually was just enough there. Good catch.
Definitely now Gem is out trying to get something started, but that's going to be a confirm, and that's going to be yet another stock from Sandstorm, looking phenomenal. Whisky has seen some potential in these chase downs, and once again, they're being extremely effective while at it.
Still going and not able to catch that strong, but there it is. And we got a forward air tech chase and trying to go for the Lily, but having enough time for that is crazy. How did we do that? And that, unfortunately, is going to get parried, though. So now Sandstorm got a little tempo, but immediately lost the little mix-up there. And what a down air. Not going to be enough. Not holding the ledge. That is one of those moments for sure where you've got to grab that ledge and force your opponent back on. And, oh, DIing. Unfortunately, not able to DI out of that, actually. And here comes those up airs we saw in Game 1 that were really throwing Whisky off. Yet again, the rotation of pressure from Sandstorm has been really overwhelming, but that down tilt from Whisky is definitely going to guarantee it.
All right, here's the scary part. Mucho peligro, because we see a Sandstorm just finishing, looming, trying to get that stock on that platform where Whisky is trying to get away from the pressure, and it cannot, they cannot let that get into their head at this point. Otherwise,
there it is.
These kinds of instances will turn into insane amounts of return in Sandstorm favor.
Crazy bait there from Sandstorm. Made them flinch and actually opt to tether and immediately dashed back and just started charging up strong, knowing that, smelling the fear in the water. That was beautiful.
Yeah. All right. Finally,
new stage.
New stage, new opportunities to bring something new to the table. After all, Whisky needs this in order to bring something different. But of course, it's not looking pretty. We see Sandstorm just feel incredibly comfortable, especially at the platforms.
Yeah, this is one of those things where on this stage it can be really tough. And if you aren't really comfortable getting away, we need to utilize that space. And right now, Whisky's playing way too close to Sandstorm. At the end of that last game, we kind of saw Whisky winning a lot more of the scraps between them. But Sandstorm is definitely taking the dominance here. But immediately, though, we're seeing these strongs flying out. And great mix-up from Sandstorm, though. But Whisky's pressure is, oh my god, ledge dash into the parry. Great awareness right there.
All right, though, still Sandstorm finding good punishments, not letting Whisky feel comfortable at all. That center stage is just looking really good on Olympia. That's going to be yet another fair. That's a lot of damage, and that's going to be a stock taken once again. Whisky not finding a good way to mitigate this aggression that Sandstorm is just putting out relentlessly.
Yeah, I actually wish Whisky would do more like retreating like nairs or like mixing up with that. I feel like they're playing very linear in the way they're trying to force in and feeling the pressure. Yeah, and it's just, Sandstorm is just willing to kind of get hit a lot of times, knowing that it's not going to be like a very high value hit. Like this back air, like you're not going to be able to go and chase after that, where a nair would have set in a way more favorable angle actually. Oh, and here we go, great grab. Not able to combo though, and finding his way back down, but Whisky finding yet another grab, and unfortunately misses that, and that is going to be another hard confirm. We're already almost lapping in percent here on this next stock. This is not where you want to be as Maypul, and that is 100%. Not going to kill. I'm a liar. Oh my god.
80%.
Great DI. 80% going to kill. I really thought that killed. That was high.
No, same. After
great DI.
Olympia hits really hard, especially there.
There's
Whisky
an air.
Goes out knowing that they cannot waste any more time. They need to get these stocks quickly off the chart, off the game. Otherwise, Olympia in Sandstorm's command will keep on winning. We keep on maintaining the lead, but it's just so hard.
Wow. That was just enough percent to kill there on this stage. And those classrooms are a little bit further on the side too, so that definitely was a catch on the DI there. Yet again, Whisky really struggling with recognizing when they're going to get forward air at that higher percent, because Sandstorm just plays so darn fast, as we're seeing right here. We are moving and already at 76%. This is one of those big things where while you can bully Olympia and hit her real hard, she can do it back to everyone else twice as bold.
Like, definitely.
And the side B. Oh my god.
She is as fast, so that's going to be extra scary. Whisky has an opportunity here to get something off stage, but barely missing that. Just tethering, knowing that something could change, but instead they go a little too high up, and Sandstorm does take advantage of that situation. That was a very solid 3-0. No contention there. States, too strong for Mexico.
That's Jonathan Ubisoft over there, getting his dub yet again. Let's go.
It's rough. It's hard. After all, we're trying our best here. Well, the Mexican competitors trying their best to demonstrate what we have in the Mexican community, which is full of powerhouses. Whisky, no slouch. After all, trying to fight every single bit against Sandstorm, looking mighty fine.
Yeah, pushing him to have to really adapt after that first